Yeah, sorry, I'm back. I forgot a few things. I brought up all my Fujiya Kaiju. We're not going to go through all of them. I need to explain a few things. Okay, first of all, so I just completed basically what is basically the Fujiya Kaiju poster. 160 toys. And since the last video, I switched him out with blue and I switched him out with white. And so now it's perfect. Everything's perfect. Okay. But I brought out the other Fujiya Kaiju. I just want to show you what I was trying to explain earlier about the new releases. So the first 16, what you're looking at is late 80s, early 90s. But they kept making them on and off. But they changed sculptors. And so whoever made these first ones did not make the same. They did not make any more after 16. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So these are stage 20s. All right. And you can see them here. They came with these coins. They're not made. Let me just take one out. They're not made like the other ones. And so that's why I'm not counting them. Or like focused on it. Now, just so you know, I'm only missing one, so I have 9 of 10 of them. But if you look, they're just really ridiculous. They have like a play function with all this other stuff. This is actually a stamper, so they're really weird, and they were done by a different designer. This bag also has stage 24s. I think I'm missing one of those. It does have one of my favorite sculpts of all time, so I'll show you that real quick. It's Dangango. And so I managed to find 3 of those. These are stage 24 Dogangos. I'm probably saying it wrong. And there's other ones. So I'm going to show you real quick. These are the ones... I think I have too much light. Let's open this. These are the ones that... they're either double colors of those or they have reissues. So I really wanted to show you the reissues real quick. Okay, so this is the rest of the stage 1s. So what took me 4 hours to pick this out was I had to go through each bag and I had to sort them out. And I had to pick one of each base color and make it all match. And so these are the ones. These are all different, and this is part of my collection. But for the stage 1, I don't know how to explain this. Okay, but anyway, so these were unused in the completion video. But I want to show you this. When you get to stage 2, look at the beautiful colors. Well, I can't count those because those were not issued in 1989. These were issued in the mid-90s. And they're a part of whatever one of these boxes is. I don't know which box these came out of. But if you've ever seen Fujiya Kaiju and all the beautiful trans colors, I have all those. In fact, that's what I focused on, but I'm not showing that in my completion video. No, this is what I love. So it's a little weird that I couldn't show you that a second ago. So that's why I'm back here real quick. Stage 3 were reissued. I don't know what box it was, so I'm not counting it. I don't know how to count it. They were reissued in a strange rubber. It's not the same rubber as the base. It's a different kind of like, it would get dry rotted. It gets sort of a chalky look to it. They even smell different. So I didn't put those, I'm not counting those because I don't know where they came from. Stage 4 was never reissued, and that's why the bag looks like this. Stage 5 was never reissued either. Stage 6, no reissues. I can look at the bag and tell you they're all the same rubber, same sculptor, no strange colors. But look at 7. Look at stage 7. That's because somewhere down the line in the mid-90s, they came back and they reissued stage 7. And that's where you get all those beautiful... Here, I'm going to take one out of the bag. Let me just show you something. No, this is what I love. I love the reissues, honestly. Maybe I need to come back and do a video about them. Look at that. Trans, man. Look at that. Trans orange. Yeah, I have tons of them. And I have entire chains of certain characters like Nicholas, I have, I think 20 different ones. Stage 9 is my all-time favorite stage. I've got to take you in this bag. Let me show you the reissues that I really... I'm just going to dump this motherfucker. Look at this, guys. But I can't count this one today because it came later down the road. It's a reissue of an old character. So I'm not counting that. But look at that antifreeze color. I have a trans yellow. One of my favorite toys of Fujiya Kaiju is this trans yellow Astromons. This is Namigan. Yeah, Namigan. I know a lot of their names now, by the way. Namigan, Hippo something. This is Nero Gon. This is Geronimon. I love him. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and fumble through the names, but anyway, I was just trying to make a point. Yeah, so yeah, that's what those look like. Stage 9 is unbelievable. I think I skipped one. So stage 8, I didn't show all those in the first video because they were reissued in this rubber, these pastel colors. But when they first came out, they were only in metallics. And so if you look at my setup, I only have the original metallics out. Okay. Now stage 10 is very rare. And that's why this bag doesn't have many in it. Those are very hard to find. You got to understand, some of these toys are like $50 to $100 a piece, depending on the sculpting color, though. Stage 11 is very rare too. Look how thin this bag is. This dragon character, what's his name? I think is it Maps or something weird like that. Anyway, he's like, $75 just by himself, just one of them. So it's pretty crazy. Some of them get very rare. 12, this stage 12. You're looking at bags I've been handling for well over a decade. 13, stage 14. So these are all part of my personal Fujiya Kaiju collection. But I wanted to show you I completed the character set, okay? 14, 16 on this one, 15 somewhere. I got backwards. Okay. Now these bags over here is what is on eBay. I'm the premium seller of Fujiya Kaiju on eBay. Look how many is listed. These are all listed. I have hundreds for sale. Okay. So if I can shamelessly plug this, if you do like what you see today, fucking go on eBay and look up Fujiya Ultra or whatever and buy some. But anyway, back to this. So yeah, I just wanted to point out that it's kind of a mess. That's why it's really hard to collect these, because I don't speak Japanese. I sure can't fucking read this, and I don't know what's in these boxes, and I don't know anyone who does. And one more thing before I let you go. I am the second collector outside of the Asian countries to ever complete this. There was one other collector who did it first. A collector from Germany who did this, who completed it way back, I think in 2013 is when he completed his. So, but he focused on this. He really did really dive in and focused on it. I've been kind of like scattered through the years, but because it is kind of frustrating to track these down from overseas. But yeah, just one more time, if you didn't see my first video, make sure you watch that one. That's the big one from earlier today. But yeah, you're looking at every Fujiya Kaiju from the first 16 stages in their original base colors. I'm super proud of it. So after today, you probably will never hear me mention these again. But because I'm more of a candy. Well, Fujiya is a chocolate company, so that's another thing. Some of these were issued with chocolate, especially the newer ones have chocolate with them. I don't know which ones because I can't read all this. And plus, there's even more that's not even on this old checklist. They made them up until I think 2015. They have some more. But they're by a different sculptor. They don't look like the old ones from the 80s and 90s. So anyway, yeah, if you ever seen the Muscle, the Muscle toy, Muscle, where they have the big poster and everyone tries to complete the poster, that's what I was doing here. I just wanted to complete the poster, okay? Even though the poster does get weird at the end. Because Muscle has all kinds of releases. They're still making those toys. And so not everyone collects all that weird stuff. They can't figure it out. So most of us, we collect the old stuff. And so that's what this is. So I just didn't feel like I explained what I was doing to you in the first video. It's pretty fucking complicated. And as my good friend said, who I mentioned in the first video, he actually told me I will be in my nursing home by the time I finish this. Now, what he was talking about is every sculpt in every color. Okay. I have people, it shows me I have 20 people watching, so I can show you something real quick with my favorite character. This is Nicholas. I'll show you all the types I have of just one character. Because in a pile, it's like it doesn't look like much, but there's probably 100 characters right here. So let me pick these out. Put you down. Let's pick these out. So this is reissue clear red, for example. And we'll look at all these real quick. I'll just show you this one character, for example. Yeah, and these are all different. Yeah, if you like these, just let me know, because these are all either listed or will be listed. These are just doubles. Oh, there's the purple one. And is that all? And then there's one over here. So like just this one character, they come in different colors, like metallics, and then neons, and then they have the solid colors. So yeah, they can be very beautiful. And they smell good, man. That's one thing I'm going to miss about collecting this, is when you open it, like an old bag that's been sitting there. I don't know what kind of rubber this is, but it smells so good. It's like a sweet, I just love it, man. People that own these know what I'm talking about. They have a certain smell to Fujiya Kaiju. It has nothing to do with whether they came from a chocolate company. They don't smell nothing like chocolate. It's like a sweeter smell. All right, guys, that's all. I just want to clarify some things. Look at that, man. Yeah, maybe I'll just go back, though, maybe one day and put these in, like, their best colors, if that makes sense. Like, maybe, this is Joe. What's his name? Joe something. But, yeah, like, this is not his best color, right? So I think his silver one looks best, actually, the reissue in silver. So, for example, I could go back and do the 160 in their best color, including reissues. That would be fucking pretty awesome. But anyway, hope you enjoyed some of that. Again, you'll probably never hear me mention these again. It's just something I've been working on. Pretty proud of it. But I have nothing really to connect this to in my life, except I guess they are monochromatic minifigures, like cheap toys. And I guess these were made by a candy company. I love candy, so I guess they are connected in some sort of way. I just thought they looked cool. That's what I've been doing. Little pet project there for you boys. See you guys in the next one. I'm out of here. Rustman out. Oh yeah, Lego. I got to talk to you about that.